Hello, my friends. I'm Clover, and this is Genuinely Approachable Sudoku. And today we're doing something a little bit different. The solver, Sarah Riel, has been kind enough to point out specifically which days of walkthroughs I have missed and not ever came back to. So we have a couple of holes in our list of walkthroughs, and so I'm making those up to you right now. Now, this puzzle is called Footloose. It's by Newman. And I really, really enjoyed this one to where I'm a little bit disappointed with myself that I somehow managed to miss it originally when it came out. So if you didn't solve this one already, I recommend checking it out. It's a very elegantly designed puzzle, and I was really impressed by it. And we are going to solve it today. So the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules, replacing the digits 1 through 9 once each in each row, each column, and each outlined 3x3 region. And in addition, we have some between lines in the grid. And with between lines, we have 2 digits in the circles on the ends of the line. And the digits that are along the line have to have values in between these 2 values. So for example, if these were a 4 and a 9, then all of the digits on the line would have to be some combination of 5s, 6s, 7s, and 8s. However, we know that can't be the case because there is a 3 on the line, so whichever digit this is, for the 3 to be between it and the 4, it has to be low. It's going to have to be a 1, can't be a 2. So the only digits between 1 and 4 are 2 and 3. And we're going to use some Sudoku to resolve some of those, and that gives us this. We're going to do the same exact thing over here. For 7 to be in between 6 and this digit, that's going to have to be a 9. Can't be an 8. There's an 8 right there, and 8 wouldn't give us enough central digits in the middle to work things out correctly. And so we're going to make that an 8, 8, 7, 7, and 8, and that is that between line finished. Okay, so where do we go from here then? Well, if you look at this 8 on the line, in order for there to ever be an 8 on the line, there has to be a 9 in one of the bulbs. So this is going to be our 9 because that can't be the 9. And then whatever this is going to have to be low, and it's going to have to be, so the highest digits we can possibly put on this line are going to be 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this can't be any more than 4. So it's either 1 or 4 because 2 and 3 are already taken in this column. Same exact thing going on here. We need a 1 in a bulb, can't go right there, so that's our 1. And then this, 2, 3, 4, 5, has to be a minimum of 6, so it is either 6 or 9. Now, where do we put 9 in this region? So we have a 9 here now, and we have 9s here and here, and 9 also can't go on the line. So between those, they block all of these cells, placing a 9 here, and that gives us our 9 in region 1 is going to go right there. Symmetrically, down here, or up here, we have a 1 here, we have a 1 here, so that rules out these cells. 1 can't go on the line, and there's a 1 here, so 1 has to go there. So these 2 1s now place a 1 in this region. Now what does that mean? Well, if we look at these 9s now, this 9 rules 9 out of these cells. 9 can't go on the line, and 9 also can't go in these cells, so 9's going to have to be in one of those. And with these 9s, 9 can't go there, and it can't go there, and it can't go on the line, so now it goes here, which gives us 9, 6, 9, just like that. We're going to do the same thing with 1s down here and down here. So 1 there and there places 1 there, making that a 4 and a 1. So now that we know this is a 1 to 6, the only digits that can possibly go in between them are 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a 2 in the region already, so that's going to be a 3, 4, 5 triple, which places a 3 there almost immediately. And these are left as 7 and 8. And then this is from 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's a 2 and 3 looking at it, so that's 4 or 5. Over here, these can only be 5, 6, 7, or 8. And because we have an 8 in the region, it's a 5, 6, 7 triple. These guys can't be 7s because there are 7s in the rows. And this can't be 6, 7, or 8, so that's a 5. Oh, and also this is going to be a 5. And this is not a 7 or 8, so that is also a 5 or a 6. And then these last 2 digits here are going to be a 2 and a 3, and the columns tell us which way they go. We need a 4 in this column, and it can only go here because it's this 4. And we need a 7 and an 8 to finish off the column. And now in this column, we're going to need a 6. There's a 6 in this region already, so that's a 6. And these are going to be a 2 and a 3. So now in this row, the cell can only be a 5 or a 6, and because there's a 6 in the region, 5 there. And the last digit in the region is going to be a 4. And then here we're going to have a 3 to finish off the row. And right here, we need a 3 to finish off this column. Up here, we need a 5 and a 6, which makes that a 4 and a 5, just like that. The last digit in this column will be a 7. And these are going to be 1, 5, and 8. And these are going to be 2, 5, and 9. And I thought the ending of this was really cute in particular. So these will be 4, 6, and 8 without an 8 right there. And these will be 2, 4, and 6 without a 2 right there. That's a 6 or an 8. That's just either a 6 or an 8, and that's either a 2 or a 5. Now, where's 7 going to go in this row? Can't go in any of the cells I have marked already, and it can't go there because of the 7 in column 6. So that's a 7. And now I need to place a 9 in one of these cells for the column, and it can only go there. And that resolves all this. This is a naked 6 now. Okay, that's now a 1. That's either a 2 or a 4, and this is going to be, oh, that's not correct. This is going to be a 3, not a 2 or a 4. That's now a 2. And we can resolve everything else with some classic Sudoku. And that's how you solve Philip Newman's Footloose. Hope you guys liked that one. The little link to try it yourself is in the description of this video. And I will see you again soon.